So I would say that these teachings we're getting from Geshe Topke are really wonderful. So many points to think about. Um, One of the things that I love about the Buddhist path is that you can have an understanding of a topic and then get teachings, and then you're able to start connecting things that you hadn't connected before. And it's kind of like, the weaving of a tapestry. You connect the threads, and, after some time, then you get this beautiful tapestry and this deep understanding of what you've been learning. And of course, I don't have that kind of tapestry yet. One eon I may. But in the last week, a couple things happened that brought two things together that hadn't been brought together for me before. So recently, when I woke up in the morning, I must have been just dreaming, and I had this very vivid dream in my mind when I woke up. And it was one of those kinds of dreams that it was a familiar place, and, I could recognize where I was, etc. It was all jumbled up in terms of what was going on. The usual thing about dreams, they're weird. But I had that sense of it still being with me. When you have a real deep dream and you wake right up while you're in it or right after you're finished with it, it's kind of permeating the mind. And so that's how this one was. And I had this thought that, oh, that's a dream, and I'm awake now, and this is real. And then the next thing that popped up into my mind was, I am no more substantial than like a dream. And when I had that thought, it was like, it shook me a little bit. And then it brought to mind some verses that we recite often. Some of these we recite every day. And I'll just read them. There's two different versions that I have anyhow. One is a star, a mirage, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew, a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. And then the other verse is all environments and beings, like magicians' illusions, dreams, and the moon reflected in water, are empty of inherent existence. Though not truly existent, appearances designated by names and thoughts appear like water bubbles coming forth in water. So after that dream and that thought that I am no more substantial than like a dream, these verses came alive for me, really. I understood them up here, but I kind of felt something with them. And so that whole concept of I am no more substantial than like a dream has been running in my mind a lot. And then we get these teachings about attachment. And it dawned on me that, I've worked with attachment a lot. And I've worked with it as being a very distinct, autonomous, self-contained, in-the-box little thing. And so this opened up this whole other idea about approaching attachment or aversion with this idea of being no more substantial than like a dream. Now, this is new for me, so I don't have much beyond all of that, because now the time is to practice. But just the way that Geshe Topke has been teaching has been so helpful. And of course, what we learned today that, we can temporarily remove manifest attachment, but the seed of attachment is still present and will arise again, as long as we don't focus on self-grasping, don't work with the self-grasping. And self-grasping is so slippery for me. I have it and then, oh, where'd it go? And then I have it and then, oop, where'd it go? And so to keep it, fresh in the mind is really the task, I think. It's difficult for me to do that. I don't know, maybe not for you, but boy, certainly is for me. And Geshe Topke said today, as long as attachment to self continues, one will be concerned with obtaining that which benefits the self and avoiding that which harms it. One will then generate desire and aversion, which are in turn the basis of our creation of the karma that leads to our various suffering experiences and rebirths. And so there it is, it's so clear. So I think my takeaway so far, with just stumbling upon this a bit, is that recalling the experience of feeling like I am no more substantial than like a dream, that even as I say it now, there's a little, I don't know, what you'd call it, a little tremor, a little something in there that's still alive. And so I want to keep that alive so that I can align myself more with reality. And then by doing that, just the little I've practiced with that these last few days, it is much easier to bring to mind dependent arising and see how things actually are. I am not this separate, cut off, self set up person here, and there you all are out there. So it softens all of that, and I see us as all together connected. And I think that is more in line with reality. And the more that we can strengthen that view and that idea, the more then we'll be able to go deeper in these teachings and make these connections and progress on the path so that we can reach our final goal of full Buddhahood, so that we can really so skillfully benefit all beings.